So nobody talks about this part of building a business, the part where the people you love and those that love you back, they start to see your success as access. And they don't do it maliciously. No, not always, but it does happen. And if you're not clear on your boundaries before these moments happen, then it can cost you more than money. Now, if we haven't met, my name is Chika. I'm a CPA with over 16 years of experience, and I work with high achieving women and men led business owners. And every week on this channel, I talk about topics such as money, business, and being the best version of you. And it's not in a boring way. No, no, no. We keep it real around here. So go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't forget. Awesome. Thank you for that. Now let's get back to the story. So, when you say yes to one favor through your business, you're not just saying yes once, you're setting a precedent. And precedents are very, very hard to walk back, especially with people who care about you and you care about them. So, I had a client come to me once and they told me that a friend who's also a business owner wanted them to run an invoice through my client's company. And it was such an innocent question. I guess that friend wasn't able to run it through their own company because of limitations when it came to working with a foreign contractor, right? Now, all the stipulations, all the details, that was none of my client's business. But all my client knew was that this friend needed a favor. And I'm so glad that my client came to me about this before saying yes to the friend. Because when I heard the question, first of all, I had to ask, like, wait, I don't understand. What are you saying? Like, this foreign contractor is not going to be doing any work for your company. It's strictly for your friend's company. Well, why can't the friend run the invoice? So it didn't make sense to me, but I'm so glad that I got curious. I asked questions, and when it was confirmed to me what the situation was, I'm like, no, no, no. The answer is no. Because again, it might seem like a quick little easy favor. It's no big deal. The friend was willing to pay a premium so that my client could get a little piece of income on it. But no, we don't want that. No, that's not my business. It's not worth the potential repercussions that might come down the line. Like, it's not worth those problems. And think about it too. Sometimes a small favor, it might start small. It might start off like a one-time thing, but they're going to remember you. They're going to like, oh, I can come back to them. I need this thing again. Even if it's months later, even if it's years later, they're going to come back to you and remember that you said yes that last time. So they're going to be expecting you to say yes again and again. And it's going to become harder and harder for you to say no, even though you really want to say no. Now, the friend in this story, right? I'm sure the friend didn't think that they were asking for anything inappropriate. They were not asking for anything that was too much. Shoot, they were even going to kick a little premium to my client for doing the favor, right? And so that's the thing about having blurred boundaries. Nobody sees it until somebody gets hurt. But again, I'm so glad that I saw it. I'm so glad that my client brought this to me. They didn't really have to. They didn't have to. But you can tell that there was something that felt off. It felt wrong to my client, which is why they wanted to get my input. And I'm so glad that they did because I made it an easy response for him to take to the friend and say no. Even if he wanted to say it, my CPA said no. And that's it. And that's it. You got to keep the boundary lines clear. Do not blur the lines, especially when we're talking friendship and business. Mixing those two, Like, yes, a friend can be a client. No, that's not a problem. But if a friend becomes a client, if a friend becomes mixed in with your business in any kind of way, maybe you've hired a friend to help you with something in your business, still keep the boundaries clear by having contracts in place, having your systems and processes in place, right? Treat the friend as if they were somebody who you didn't know before they met you through the business. Make it so easy so that nobody gets hurt. Now, mixing personal relationship with your business, yes, it can create legal exposure, it can create tax complications, and it can create emotional debt. And all these things are expensive, but the beautiful thing is that it doesn't have to. None of these things have to even be the case. Because if you treat a friend who is coming to you for business reasons, again, whether it's to become a client, whether you're trying to hire a friend to contract for work, whatever the case, consulting, whatever the case, treat that person as if they're a third party person, someone that you never knew before the business, and treat the friendship separate and differently. When you're talking business, talk business. And when it's time to be more personable and personal and talk personal, you do that separately. It's all good, it's all clean, and it's all respectful. No one should get mad at that, right? Because you're business owners, you're professional. Like, you know what it takes. You're trying to grow your business, you're trying to build this legacy, and they are too. So if you know the right way to do something, do it the right way. Do it the right way, and the friendship will stay intact. The friendship will continue to build as you continue to build your business as well. It's so funny because I feel like new business owners, they say yes to these types of things because they're still in their people pleasing ways when it comes to business. And what's funny is that it's not just new business owners. In fact, I'm 16 years in as a business owner. And for the first 7 years as a business owner, I was struggling with these things, saying yes when I really wanted to say no, whether it was to clients, whether it was to friends. And when we're in this earlier phase of our business, no matter how long it lasts, maybe it's your first year, maybe it's your first 5 years, no matter how long it lasts, what you need to know is that you need to protect the business. And when you protect your business, you actually protect the relationship long term. It might feel hurtful to say no to something in the short term, but in the long term, the relationship will blossom. It will be protected, it will be respected because of the no, right? So, what I see with people that are seven figure owners, multi six figure owners, they've been in business 10 plus years, 5 plus years, is they have learned, and sometimes the hard way. Maybe they have lost friendships in the past, or maybe the dynamic of the friendship has changed significantly because they set clear boundaries and they do it as an act of love. It's not out of maliciousness, it's not out of hate, it's not out of jealousy. It's an act of love, it's an act of self protection. And it's for the friendship, it's for the business. And that boundary is what keeps both the friendship and the business alive and thriving. Okay. Imagine if you have a family. If you do have a family, you have kids, you have a spouse, you're a homeowner, all these things, and you're allowing outside things to penetrate to your business. If your business is your livelihood and you have kids, you have your spouse, you have these assets, they're depending on the livelihood of the business, the success of the business. You might have a team, they're depending on your success as well. And your future depends on it. So protecting your business is so important. So make sure you protect it accordingly. Boundaries in business, they're not about being cold, they're not about cutting people off. Boundaries are about being clear with others, with yourself, about what your business is and what your business is not. Now, I want to hear from you. Has a friendship ever gotten complicated because of your business? You don't have to share the details, spare the details, but just drop a yes or no in the comments. Let us know. I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not alone, especially if they see you from afar doing well. It's natural to want to gravitate towards that, whether they think they're helping or not, right? So pat yourself on the back first and foremost, right? You're doing something amazing. You're doing something that takes a lot of guts and courage and effort and hard work. So really give yourself the kudos because I have a feeling that we're not alone in this. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with a business owner friend who needs to hear it. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.